Just next to the airport is a lodge where we had lunch and took a break before our 12-day trek. All the lodges in the mountains are the same style, lots of wood, basic but warm. Generally Wi-Fi is free, but you must pay for electricity to charge your phone and pay for any hot water you use. It's important to keep in mind that the higher you go, the more expensive basic goods become. Now, let's begin trekking. We arrived at Lukla Airport about 6 hours ago. We trekked for 3 hours. Now we are at this river. Most of this water comes from the mountains. Melting snow. You can see it rains a lot in the mist. So it feeds the river. Very dangerous river. The water is very cold. You'll get hypothermia within 5 minutes. Most of the bridges on the track are found during the first half of the journey. This is because it is at the bottom of the valleys that rivers are the widest and strongest. You will cross the same river multiple times. This is because the embankments are steep and the paths naturally gravitate towards the embankments that are more gentle and stable. Mudslides are quite common and safety is important. The bridges are built from a high-grade galvanized steel or stainless steel, so little rust or tarnish is evident. So everyone should feel safe walking here. A little bit, but see, locals and hikers use this bridge. The Himalayas are some of the newest mountains in the world, and as you can see, there are a lot of large boulders that have been ripped apart by glaciers in time. Mudslides should be an example of a mudslide. And just good old erosion. Changed quite sudden here. The weather has been good. everywhere you see, or everywhere you look, you see these colors. And there's usually 5 different colors: yellow, red, green, blue, white. And they're supposed to represent the different elements of nature. And sometimes, especially the white ones, they like, as you can see, like some type of prayer or chant. Oh, look at that. Oh wow, that's kind of interesting. We just climbed a whole lot of stairs. Now if you come trekking here in Nepal, you have to get a trekking permit depending on the track that you want to do. So the one we are doing is one of the most famous, and it's $20 for a trekking permit. If you've never been to Nepal before, you're going to need a guide. Here's our guide, Ram, and very helpful. And if without a guide, you can easily take a wrong turn, or if something happens like emergency, a guide will really come in handy. So highly recommend it. What is optional is porters. They are our porters, and they're busy carrying about 26 kilograms of our luggage. We're carrying a little bit of our own luggage. This is my luggage I'm carrying. So the porters help a lot, because the higher you go, the more difficult it is, and a 12-day trek is not a joke. So the porters are $40 a day each, and a guide is $20 a day. Usually the porters are the local people living in the mountains here, and only they can really carry this type of heavy luggage easily, especially the higher you go. So yes. Okay, we just rested and now we're going to carry on walking again. There's another bridge that we are going to cross. So you can see the guy in front of me. Everything in the mountains here get transported by foot. Since we've been here, since we've landed at Lukla airport, we haven't seen one motorbike, we haven't seen one car, we haven't seen one aeroplane or helicopter fly over, we haven't even seen a bicycle, not one. So in these mountains, everything is done by foot. You can see at the bottom there's another bridge. That'll be quite high. So this could be like 200 meters high, 300 meters high, 200. It's quite windy, you can see from the flags waving. Oh wow, that's very windy. Okay. Yeah, so there's something quite sacred about just getting off the grid and being in nature. We haven't seen any wild animals yet. It's like stray dogs, and dogs here pretty much have the same freedom and rights as people do. So I don't know why they haven't built proper roads in these mountains. I don't know if it's because of money or if it's because they want to keep the authenticity of the place. Maybe it's a bit of both. But it would be a pity though if they start bringing in cars and bikes and things. And there at the bottom it looks like a quarry, and these people are busy fixing the roads on the track. And the money of course comes from only the trekking permits. So it's not unreasonable for them to ask money for a trekking permit, but it's $20 once off. But again, your guide is $20 a day, and your porter, or you can call them Sherpas if you really want, they're $40 a day, and for good reason. Carrying 26 kgs is not a joke, and I'm carrying 10 kgs, and it's only the second day that we're here, and I'm already feeling it. So you got to put a lot of Vaseline between your thighs, otherwise you're going to get chives. You can get blisters on your feet if you don't have good shoes. You can get back pains. Every now and then you get a little bit dirty. I mean, not dirty, dizzy. And of course, dirty. Wi-Fi is free in most places, but you have to pay for hot water. It's about 300 rupees, 200 rupees to take a shower in hot water. It's free to take a shower in cold water. So the higher you go, the more expensive things become. Beer, water, cool drink, food. So because everything that comes through here has to be transported by foot. So as you can imagine, nobody wants to do that for free. And there we go. Oh look, it's very dangerous. Okay.